So what you can write beta directly, you can take LCM. So when you take LCM, this cos x divided by sin x, correct? This is complete dx, correct beta? Now what you can do, you can take LCM, so you will get dx multiplied by sin x, and this is nothing but this is sin x plus cos x, correct? Correct, Anj? Now what you can do in the next step, this is very easy. This is sin x plus cos x, right? And sin x was already there, right, Anj? So what you can do beta, you can add 1 cos x and then subtract 1 cos x, correct? So that there is no difference in the question, in the equation, there is no change, right? So when you cut this, you will get the same question, right? So now you can take this term, like you can write this as sin x plus cos x, like this way, divided by what beta? Correct. How we will get beta? How we will get?
Sin x plus cos x minus cos x upon sin x plus cos x.
Correct. So what you can do in this step, you can multiply 2 both sides, 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator, correct? Right, Anj? So this question was like this, correct? So now what you can do, you can take this 2, this thing can be written twice, right, Anj? This can be written twice. So I have taken 1 sin x and 1 cos x here, right? And I'm left with this term, right? This term, I'll simplify this for you. So this can be written as, if I want to write this complete term, I can write this complete term in this way. So that there is no difference in the equation. We have to write this 2, like we should left with 2 sin x, no? So if we want to left with 2 sin x, then there should be 2 sin x, right? So 1 cos x added, 1 cos x subtracted, and 1 sin x added. So now if we'll compare, we will get exactly same thing. This 1 by 2 will come out and this will become sin x plus cos x. Understood, Anj? So if we'll compare with this thing, we should get 2 sin x in the numerator, correct? So 1 sin x is there and 1 positive sin x there. So when you will add, we will get 2 sin x, and this positive cos x and negative cos x will get cancelled out, correct? Correct? Understood?
Yes. Yes.
Now 1 by 2 can be written in this way. Then you can take sin x, minus cos x as a one term, then write sin x plus cos x, right, Ansh? And then take one term sin x plus cos x. I'm separating this term. When you take LCM, you will get the same thing again. Got it? Now when you will see, this integration is what beta? This follows distributive property. So now this sin x plus cos x will be written as it is. This is what? This is sin x minus cos x, right beta? And this term will get cancelled out. You will get only 1. Correct, Anish? Dx. Correct, beta? Now, Anish, beta, what we can get? This we can solve very easily, right? So now if we'll substitute this denominator term sin x plus cos x as t, this term will get cancelled out. How this will cancel out? If I'll substitute sin x plus cos x, this is equal to t. Then if we'll differentiate beta, then what you'll get? Dx is equal to dt upon sin x minus cos x. Correct? So when you substitute this thing, let me just solve in another. Correct, beta? So I am substituting. This term was already there. We have assumed sin x plus cos x as t, so t will become here, t will be here, and this is sin x minus cos x, correct? And in place of dx I have put dt, so dt upon sin x minus cos x, correct? So this common term and common term will get cancelled out, right? This 1 by 2 will be multiplied here also, and we are left with dx. So integration of dx is what, beta? Integration of dx is x, so half x, and you will get dt upon t, integration of dt upon t. So integration of dt upon t is what, beta? Log t,
Yes.
log e t plus half x plus c. So replace this t by x in terms of x, so this was sin x plus cos x. We have assumed t as sin x plus cos x, so again replacing back, so this is 1 by 2x plus c. This is the correct answer. Understood? So sometimes if we are not able to substitute, we have to think better. We have to give 1 or 2 try that which should be better, then we can solve this question, right? Ansh?
Yes.
Got it, beta? Chalo. Let's solve next question. What was next question? Question number?
Sir, I will try that question number. Could you please solve 34th question? Root tan x.
Got it. Question number 34. So question number 34 is this is root tan x,
Sin x cos.
root tan x upon sin x into cos x, right? So this is complete dx. So simplifying this thing, I can write this. Okay, so if I'll do this thing and multiply to both sides, then I write tan sin 2x. Okay, so what you can write, first guess is write sin x by cos x. Tan x can be written like this, right, beta? And this sin x into cos x will be written as it is, dx. Got it?
Yes.
Then what should I do? This is written as sin x upon cos x. You can also do one thing. Let's suppose from here itself, this was tan x, so this is sin x, right? So this cos x is there, so multiply cos x and divide by cos x. Why I'm doing this? Because if I'll assume this tan x as t, then differentiation of tan x is sec square x. So we are trying to make this thing in terms of sec square x, so that common term get cancelled out. So what you will get, beta? This is very easy. This is root tan x written as it is. Forget this thing. Focus on this from here to here and then here. So I can take this cos term over here, sin x upon cos x. So sin x upon cos x can be written as tan x, correct? And this has become cos square x, correct, beta?
Yes.
Now if we take reciprocal, this root tan x upon tan x, this is multiplied with sec square x, correct? Dx. Got it? Now what you can do, beta? This tan x and this is root tan x. So you can write this term in a combined form. How you can write?
To the power of -1.
Correct. So this is so this will be what, beta? 1 by 2 minus 1. So 1 by 2 minus 1 is what, beta? Minus 1 by 2. So if we'll bring down side, so this will become under root tan x, and to simplify, and this will be multiplied with sec square x dx, correct? Now you can substitute tan x as t. So when you substitute, you will get dx is equal to dt upon sec square x, correct? So now if we'll simplify this thing, beta, this sec square x will be written as it is. Tan x we have assumed this we have assumed tan x as t, so root will be there. So in place of tan x, I'm writing t, and dx. See, Anish, why we have to bring each and everything in terms of t, because our variable is t. So function should be also in terms of t, not in terms of x, right? So now let us replace dx by dt. So in place of dx, I can write dt upon sec square x. So this sec square x and sec square x will get cancelled out, and we are left with dt upon under root t. Right, beta. So this is very easy to solve. Now you can easily solve this. Dt can be written as t to the power minus 1 by 2, right? So now beta, you know this is very easy. T to the power minus 1 by 2 plus 1 divided by minus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus c. So if you add, you will get beta t to the power 1 by 2 and t to the power 1 by 2 plus c, right beta? Then you will get 2 multiplied by under root t. Under root t is what beta? Tan x. 2 under root tan x plus c. This is your final answer. Understood? So beta, in this we cannot directly substitute. We cannot directly make substitution. First of all, we have to modify this question. We have to modify this question, then we have to make a proper substitution. We, like in this question, we cannot directly substitute. We cannot directly make substitution. We have to this you know beta, you have to simplify this question, then use method of substitution, correct? So what is your next question beta, or should we move to another exercise?
We can move on to the next exercise.
7.3. So this is exercise 7.3. 7.3. So this is also based on method of substitution, but here some advanced question are given. So your first question is in your book, dx upon x plus x log x. I guess this is easy. How you will solve it? You can take x common here and then you can make substitution. So you have to solve for only one step. Let us take x common. So you are left with 1 plus log x. Correct? So now you can assume this 1 plus log x as t, so that x and x will get cancelled out and you are left with 1 plus t.
From which book are you taking this question? Because in my book, the question number first of 7.3 exercise is sine square 2x plus 5.
Okay. Understood. So like this was also a question. So you can, I hope you can solve this question. You can assume this 1 plus log x as t. Then you can solve this question, right? So what was the first question? First question is in terms of trigonometric function is given, right? So this exercise is totally based on trigonometric functions. So we have to integrate this term sine square 2x plus 5. Correct, beta?
Yes.
Correct. This is exercise 7.3 NCERT. So how you will solve this question, beta? Any idea? See, beta. See. Like this is a simple question. We do not know how to integrate this square thing, you know. But we know how to integrate sine x and we know integration of cos x. So let us remove this square term and let's write this term in single index. Power of single index means there should be no power other than 1, right? 2, 3, 4. So how we can reduce this thing into single power 1 into a monomial? So how we can express this? Actually we have we know this formula, beta. Cos 2a is nothing but cos square a minus sin square a. This is a general formula. Correct, beta? So now what you want? You want in place of a, in place of angle, you want 2x plus 5. So replace this angle a as 2x plus 5. Correct? So this will become cos 2 times 2x plus 5 in angle. And this will become cos square 2x plus 5 minus sin square 2x plus 5. Correct? Correct? Now you want your answer completely in terms of sine square 2x plus 5, right? So you can replace this cos square term in terms of sine square. How you can write? You know this identity, sine square a plus cos square a, this is equal to 1. So cos square can be written as 1 minus sine square, right? So this cos square term can be written as, I can multiply this to, so this will become 4x plus 10, correct? So I can write this thing as 1 minus 2 sine square 2x plus 5, correct Anish? Correct beta? Correct?
Yes.
Now you can get the value of sine square 2x plus 5 from here, right? So sine square 2x plus 5 can be written as, this can be written as beta what? This can be written as 1 minus cos 4x plus 10 divided by 2, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Now what you have done, actually you have replaced this power 2 by a single power 1. Now you can easily integrate it. You know what is the integration of cos x term, right? But we do not know directly how to integrate this power 2 term. Trigonometric function, power 2, power 3, power 4. We cannot directly substitute because we do not know integration, right? Why we do not know integration? Because we cannot differentiate, right? Because integration is just inverse process of differentiation. So we know differentiation formula of single power of trigonometric function like sin x, cos x, tan x, right? Correct beta? So now replace this term by a single power, that is 1 minus cos 4x plus 10 in angle, and this will be divided by 2. So 1 by 2 is the constant, so this will come out of the integration. So this can be written as it is, right? Now 1 by 2 will be written as it is. This will be dx minus half cos 4x plus 10. Got it, Anish?
Yes.
Now beta, you know what is the integration of cos x? Integration of cos x is what? Correct, plus sin x.
Yes.
Correct. But differentiation is ulta, you know, you get minus sin x. But in integration we get plus. So this will be plus minus this term. Again beta, we have to use our intuition. So this cos x is nothing but sin 4x plus 10, correct? Correct?
Yes.
Now this is incomplete answer. We have integrated only this thing, this cos thing, right? But this was our thief, you know, x was our thief. So we need to catch this thief. So in order to reach this thief, we used to, in differentiation, we used to multiply by 4. But in integration, we used to divide by 4. Got it? And plus c will be there. Constant we should add. So this is your final answer. Correct, no? Correct, beta? Understood? Should we move to next question now? So what was the catch in this question? Catch was this, beta. You have to make this power as a single power, you know, in terms of mononomial function, mononomial trigonometric function, not in terms of polynomial, means power greater than 1 or more than 1, right?
Yes.
Question number 2. What is question number 2?
Sin 3x cos 4x.
How you will solve this question is sin 3x and cos 4x? See, Ansh, what is the catch in this question, beta? Very simple. See, we do not know, this was what beta, cos 4x, right? So we do not know what is the product rule in integration. We know product rule in differentiation, correct? But we don't know yet what is the product rule in integration, right? So we do not use this product thing. What instead of this can be written. If we replace this product thing in terms of addition or subtraction, then we can separate this variable and we can integrate it separately, correct? So any idea how to replace this thing, this product thing, into sum of or difference of something? This is very easy. Recall this thing, beta. Recall this thing. So you know what is this thing? This 2 sin A into cos B. So what is this beta? 2 sin A cos B. 2 sin A cos B can be written as sin A plus B minus cos A plus B. Correct?
Yes.
So when you will open this, you will solve, you will get exactly this thing. Sin A,
Yeah.
this is nothing but this is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Here minus sin A cos B. So here plus sign will come. And this is nothing but, and let me just rearrange this thing beta. This is sin A plus B into minus sin A minus B. Sin A, this can be written as 2 sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, and then plus sign should be there, and this should be sin A minus B. Now if we'll open this beta, let us check our assumption that is correct or not. So this can be written as sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Correct? Correct beta? This term can be written as it is. Now let us write this term. So this will be plus sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. Right beta? So now if we'll see, this term and this term will get cancelled out, and this term and this term will get added, and we will get 2 sin A cos B. So this is correct assumption. So this term can be written as sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Correct? So now let us multiply 1 by 2 and divide by 1 by 2. So now this has become in terms of this thing, 2 sin A cos B. Correct beta?
Yes.
Now let us write this thing in this form. This can be written as sin A plus B means sin 3x plus 4x is 7x plus sin A minus B. Sin A minus B. Remember we have assumed this A as 3x and B as 4x. Right? So if we have assumed A as 3x, B as 4x, so A minus B will be 3x minus 4x, so we'll get minus x. Correct? So what is sine of minus x? Sine of minus x is nothing but minus sine x. Correct beta? Because we know sine of minus theta is what? Minus sine theta in basics. So this can be written in this form. Now you can easily separate this term and integrate on your own. Correct?
Yes.
Please do not forget to divide while integration. You have to divide this by 7 also, right? While integrating this sine. You will get minus cos x. Right, Anish?
Yes.
Correct? Understood?
Yes.
This is your homework problem. You have to solve this on your own. Let us move to next question. What is next question, beta?
Cos 2x into cos 4x into cos 6.
Correct. Any idea how to solve this question, beta? You can use previous question as your hint. Cos 2x, cos 4x and cos 6x. You can see this angle is in terms of multiple of 2. Angle is increasing in multiples of 2. 2x, then 4x, then 6x. Correct? So how you can solve this question, Anish beta? First of all, what you have to do, you have to multiply 1 by 2 and divide by 1 by 2 both sides. So this will become 2 cos 2x, cos 4x, cos 6x. Correct?
Yes.
Correct beta? Now what we can do? We know what is the formula of 2 cos A cos B because only cos term is there. Right beta? So this is nothing but this is in this form. 2 cos A cos B. So 2 cos A cos B can be written as, see, this can be written as cos A minus B plus cos A plus B. How I have written? Let us check whether we have written correct or not. This cos A minus B, if minus sign is there, then we have to do opposite like this, cos A cos B. So here if minus sign is there, plus sign will come. So sin A sin B. Correct? Correct beta? So this term, complete this term can be written in this way. Now let us write this term. So plus sign is here, so we will write plus. cos A minus B, sorry, cos A plus B, so cos A plus B can be written as cos A cos B. And if plus sign is here, so you have to take minus sign. You have to write minus sign over here. So this will be minus sin A sin B. So as you can see, beta, if you will add these two terms, this term and this term, so this minus sin A sin B plus sin A sin B will get cancelled out, and these two terms will get added to get 2 cos A cos B. Correct? So whatever we have assumed, this is correct. So now there is question, which term should I take? Should I take combination of cos 2x cos 4x, cos 2x cos 6x, cos 4x cos 6x, like which combination should I take?
2 and 4.
I'll tell you, Anish, you can take any combination, you will get the same answer. If you will take any combination, you will get the same answer, because this question is a two-step process, right? So when you will write this term, okay, let me just show you. Let us take combination of cos 2x and cos 4x directly, and let us leave cos 6x for a while, right? So let us take 1 by 2 written as it is. So in place of 2 cos 2x cos 4x, let us just write cos A minus B plus cos A plus B. So I am taking A as, I am taking here A as 2x and B as what, beta? B as 4x. Correct? And please remember, this cos of minus theta is nothing but plus cos theta, because this cos absorbs minus sign and you will get plus cos theta. Correct? So this can be written as cos A minus B. 2x minus 4x will be minus 2x minus cos 2x. So minus this in angle will get minus 2x. So let us just write 2x minus 4x will get minus 2x. Correct? Plus cos A plus B. So 2x plus 4x will get 6x. Correct, beta? This term will be written as it is. So let me just write in a bigger bracket. And this complete term will be multiplied with cos 6x. Correct? Now you have to multiply this cos x with both terms, because multiplication is a distributive property. So you will get this term, this cos of minus 2x is nothing but cos x. So this will be cos 2x multiplied with cos 6x. Correct? And this will become cos square 6x. Correct, beta? Correct? Now again you have to do the similar process over here. You have to multiply by 2 and divide by 2, and then you have to write this term in this way. Correct? Again you have to use this formula, 2 cos A cos B. Right? And then you have to solve this question in this way. But how you will solve this one? Cos square 6x. This cos square 6x will be solved in this way. See, we have already discussed this thing in previous question, beta. This cos 2a is nothing but cos square A minus sin square A. Correct? Now this we want cos square A, because this is in multi-power, in power of 2. But what we want this term in single power of cos. Right? So what we can do, we can replace this cos square by this term. So in place of sin square A, I can write 1 minus cos square A. So this can be written as in this way. So you can directly write cos square A is nothing but 1 plus cos 2a divided by 2. Correct? Now replace this A by 6x. Replace this A by 6x. Got it, Anish? So when replace this A by 6x, you will get exactly this thing. You will get 1 plus cos 12a divided by 2. And when you substitute this, then you can easily integrate. Correct? So can you solve this question for your homework problem?
Yes.
Okay, or do you have any doubts? Any doubts? See, beta, this is a two-step process, right? You have taken this term, now again you have to use this term, 2 cos A cos B thing. You have to again use the formula. This is a two-step process. That is why this is a lengthy question. This will come for 5 or 6 marks definitely. Correct? Alright, let us move to the next question, that is question number 4. So what is question number 4? Question number 4 is sin cube 2x plus 1. right, dx. So how you will solve this question? Again beta, like we have already discussed in previous questions, we have to replace this cube thing into a single power of sin x, or in terms of another trigonometric function, right? So we have to replace this term by an equivalent other trigonometric term which have only one power, that is linear power, correct? So how we will get this thing? See, we have studied this formula beta, sine 3 theta. Sine 3 theta is what? Or sine 3a is what? 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, correct? Right beta? So now you can replace this theta by 2x plus 1, correct? So if you'll replace this, so I'll get 3 times 2x plus 1, correct, in place of theta. Now this can be written as 3 times sine 2x plus 1 minus 4 sine cube 2x plus 1, correct? Correct, Pitanj? Now you can write this sine cube in terms of this term. So let us write this sine cube 2x plus 1. So how we will write beta? So let us bring this term towards this side and this term towards this side and then divide by 4. So let us bring this term. So this can be written as 3 sine 2x plus 1 minus sine 3 to the 6x plus 3, correct beta? Correct?
Yes.
And then this will be divided by 4. Got it, Ansh? So now if you see beta, we have replaced this linear power into a single power term, correct? Now this can be easily integrated. So let us replace this complete term with this term. So we can write this 1 by 4 can be taken outside because this is a constant. So this is nothing but 3 sine 2x plus 1 minus sine 6x plus 3, correct? Now beta you can solve this question on your own, correct?
Yes.
Now you can easily integrate and solve these questions, correct? So what was the catch in this question? Again beta, we have to replace this multi-power with a single power, right? So let us move on to the next question. That is question number 5. So what is question number 5? Correct. So again, this is what? This is sine cube x into cos cube x. So how we will solve this question, beta? Hint is what? See, beta, we cannot directly apply product rule in integration, right? Right? So what we can do, we know beta this formula sine 2a can be written as 2 sine a into cos a, correct? 2 sine a cos a, right? So now this thing we can write, we can multiply 2 cube and 2 cube over here, right? Multiply and divide by 2 cube dx, right? Now beta, since you know we have studied law of indices, if we get the same power, then the same power can be written like this way: 2 sine x cos x. This can be written as in this way, right? Correct? Correct beta. Now this 2 sine x cos x can be written as, this is 1 by 8. This can be written as sine 2x whole cube dx. Now beta, we know how to replace this cube part into a single power. How we will replace? We'll replace in a similar way, because we know sine 3a is nothing but 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a, correct? Now in place of a, you can replace this by 2x, right beta, right? And then you can substitute this value sine cube 2x in terms of single power, that is, this can be written as sine 3a, 3 into 2x is sine 6x, this is equal to 3 sine 2x minus 4 sine cube 2x. Now beta, you have to find this value of sine cube 2x, right beta? You have to express this in terms of single power, then this question will be easily integratable, correct?
Yes.
So this was the hint in this question, this was the catch. This is also a two-step process. First, we know we cannot use the product rule, so what should click on our mind? See, this is similar to this thing, sine 2x can be written as 2 sine a cos a. Then what I thought beta, I should multiply 2 to the cube and divide by 2 cube, right? Then using law of indices, you can write this term as a single power. Then I have replaced this term 2 sin x into cos x as sin 2x. Then beta you have to use sin 3a formula, correct? So now I hope you can solve this question on your own homework problem, correct? So let us move on to the next question. That is question number 6. So how you can solve question number 6? This is sin x, sin 2x, sin 3x, dx. How we will solve beta? This is a similar problem, right? So you have to multiply by 1 by 2 and divide by 1 by 2, correct? Like we did in the cos question, in previous question. This sin 3x. Take any combination and use this formula 2 sin a sin b. See, this is 2 sin a sin b. So what should click in our mind? So this must be equivalent to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b, right? So let us check whether we have taken correct assumption or not. So let us solve this one. So this can be written as cos a cos b. So if minus sign is here, we will take opposite of this. We take plus sin a cos b. Sorry, sin a sin b. Correct beta? Now let us solve this one, simplify this one. Put minus sign over here. So this will be cos a cos b. If plus sign is here, we will take minus sin a sin b. Correct beta? So now if you multiply minus sign and you will open the bracket, you will get this term as negative and this term as positive. So this negative term and positive term will get cancelled out and you are left with 2 sin a sin b, this term. It means that you have taken the correct assumption. So in place of this term 2 sin a sin b, you can write in this way, cos x minus 2x, then minus cos x plus 2x. Correct Pitanj? Correct? And then you have to multiply by sin 3x dx. Then you have to take another assumption beta. After solving this, when you multiply with sin 3x, then you have to use this formula 2 sin a into cos b. So it has different formula. We have already studied. So what is that formula? That is nothing but, again you have to multiply and divide by 1 by 2. See, in the next process, in the next step, you have to multiply and divide by 2. Then you have to replace this 2 sin a cos b into this form. What is this form? This can be written as 2 sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Correct answer. So when you solve this, you will get exactly this thing. Correct? So this is also a two-step process. Correct beta? Can you solve this question on your own? Correct?
Yes.
And remember, this is cos a minus b. So remember one more thing, cos of minus theta is plus cos theta. But if you'll see sine of minus theta, you will get minus sine theta. Correct? So remember this and solve this question. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So let us move on to the next question. That is question number 7. So how we will solve question number 7? How we will solve question number 7?
So same thing that we did in question number 6.
Correct.
Divided by half, multiplied by
Correct. So this is nothing but this is in this form. When you divide and multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator, you will get exactly same thing. So this is nothing but this is in this form. In this form. This is 2 sin A cos B. So this can be written as what, beta? Ansh? Beta, see, this is 2 sin A sin B, not sin A cos B, right? Because sin is there. Correct. Same thing that we have done in previous question. You have to write this term in this way. But just after writing, you have to check also whether you have taken the correct assumption or wrong assumption. You have to check, beta, right? Sometimes we take wrong assumption and we get the wrong answer. So please check while taking this thing. We all have studied this thing in class 11th itself, right? So you can easily solve this question. So this is also for your homework problem. Correct? Question number 8. How we will solve this question number 8? One minus cos x divided by 1 plus cos x dx. So how we will solve this question, beta? See, this question you can solve, beta. This question I hope you can solve, but how you will solve this thing can be written as any idea?
So I was thinking to substitute the value of 1 with cos square x minus sin square x.
Correct. You have taken the correct assumption. You have to replace this cos x. Try writing cos x in terms of this way, right? Use this thing, beta. This 1 minus cos x can be written as, see, we know cos 2a is nothing but cos square a minus sin square a. Correct, beta. Now we want cos x. So if we want cos x, then we should substitute a as x by 2. Then we can get cos square x nothing but cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Got it, beta. So write this thing in this way: cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. In a similar way, in the denominator, you have to use the same thing. This is cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. Correct, beta? Dx. So you have to multiply minus sign. You have to open this bracket with a minus sign. So if you open this bracket with a minus sign, you will get 1 minus cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. So 1 minus cos square x by 2 is nothing but sin square x by 2. So 1 sin square x by 2 you will get from here, and the other positive sin square x by 2. So this will become 2 sin x square x by 2. Similarly, when you solve the denominator, you will get what, beta? 2 cos square x by 2. Right?
Yes, sir.
Correct, Ansh? So you have to solve in this way. So beta, 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. So this is nothing but this can be written in this way. That is sin square x by 2 divided by cos square x by 2 is nothing but tan square x by 2. Tan square x by 2 dx. So now beta, tan square x by 2, we do not know the integration of tan square x by 2. But what we know integration of sec square x by 2. So this can be written as, correct, sec square x by 2 minus 1 dx. So now you know integration of this thing and integration of this thing, and you can easily solve. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Correct, beta. So in this way we have to solve this question. So try to solve another question, beta, other questions in your homework problem, and we will discuss in the next class. Right?